Hi, I just want to welcome you to our Sunrider call, and today it's about Fortune Delight and Calli, two of my favorite beverages. In fact, that's all I've drank for the last 20 years. And Trudy is my special guest, and she's the one that introduced me to Sunrider, Fortune Delight, Sunrider, Calli. So, Trudy, could you tell us a little about yourself and Fortune Delight and Calli?
Oh, Diana, thank you so much for inviting me to this call. I'll just tell you, I got started in Sunrider 21 years ago, and because I was really interested in improving my health. And the friend that approached me, she talked to me about the Fortune Delight. So I didn't even know Calli existed at the time. And so she gave me a couple packages, and I made it really strong. I didn't know that you should, when you're starting out, to put like one package in a 4 cups of water or a liter at least, or maybe even weaker. And boy, did I ever cleanse. And I thought, whoa, that's too strong for me. So I called her and she goes, well, how many cups did you make? And I said, well, just one. You just gave me one package. And that's when I found out that people should probably start a little gentler by maybe putting a quart of a package in a cup, or if you're going to just have 1 cup, or else making it into 4 liters of water. It was great. I just persisted with it. I was really dehydrated, didn't know I was dehydrated, but like many people, was drinking a lot of coffee and regular tea and not having the nice clean beverages in my body that my body needed to really have vibrant health. And so that's what I got introduced to Fortune Delight first and loved it. After I realized how to drink it, to start with, I just absolutely loved it. My body almost craved it. And I loved the results. I loved the mental clarity and the energy and the well-being that I had with it. So it was great. Thanks, Diana.
Thank you. And for me, my
your Calli's upside down.
So, Sunrider Calli tea is one of the first products I had. This got me off 8 cups of coffee a day. That was crazy because for me, I had tried to get off coffee, and I would get those migraine headaches and withdrawal because, of course, it is a drug, and I was addicted. That's the only way that I felt that I could get some energy. I knew how bad it was for me. I was getting acid indigestion. I had insomnia, all sorts of side effects from the caffeine. But I was a single parent. I had 2 kids. I was working a full-time government job at the hospital, so 40 hours a week on that. And I had to have my coffee. But I wanted to get off of it because I know that how damaging it can be for your body. So I started out with Calli, and it was the regular Calli. That's the one that's my favorite. It's now called Original, which so that's the name for it. And so that's my go-to Calli. It also comes in mint and cinnamon and regular, and those are the other flavors. Now the Calli gets people off coffee like myself, 8 cups a day. So in the first 3 days I had my Calli, but I still had 1 coffee in the morning. But I got off of the other 7 cups without any withdrawal. I had no headaches. I felt amazing the whole time. And that was so unlike every other time that I had tried to get off it. I still kept that 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but Jim, who is one of our Sunrider leaders, told me that even that 1 cup is going to make a difference in your body, that your liver has to take 24 hours to detox 1 cup of coffee. So I said, okay, how do I get off that 1 cup that I think I still need it? So he said, start your day with Calli, and you will not even desire the coffee. And that's what happened. So for 20 years now, I start my day with my Calli, my regular Calli, and that's how I I have energy. I feel amazing. So, Trudy.
You know what, Diana, I forgot how powerful that was for you right at the beginning. Like, that is just an amazing thing. What I neglected to say is that I would have at least 4 glasses of Diet Pepsi every single day. And I got off of that right away. And that is so damaging for your health. I had no idea how damaging it was for my health. And the Fortune Delight just took those cravings away. And I was craving it all the time. Like you were craving your coffee, I was craving that Diet Pepsi. And it just took the cravings away altogether. It was just amazing to be able to have something really healthy, full of antioxidants, and to just have that craving for what I knew was not good for me just go away. So that was really good. I forgot to mention that, you know, Fortune Delight comes in a lot of different flavors as well. There's the original Fortune Delight, which is my favorite to this day. It's very generic. And then there's raspberry and peach, lemon, and cinnamon. So you never, ever have to get bored with having the same thing day in and day out. You can have something different every single day. And it really is great. It's such a great beverage for when you're working out or exercising. My husband loves to go jogging in the springtime. And of course, in the wintertime here, it's too icy to do that. So he tends to just say, okay, I'm going out for a jog. And like 45 minutes later, he comes back from his first jog and his muscles are screaming. And he's like, oh man, am I ever sore? And he'll just mix himself a strong 1 cup with a package of Fortune Delight in it, drink it down, and 15 minutes later, the sore muscles are gone. It helps to move that lactic acid out of those muscles. So for people who really are weekend warriors, it's a really awesome beverage for moving the lactic acid out after exercise.
Great. Anybody on the phone, could you hit your mute button? We have a couple of 402 numbers, and I'm just noticing that there's a little bit of sound. So if you can mute, that would be great. So I wanted to also tell you, let me see, I'm going to show you all the different flavors of the Fortune Delight, just so that you know. Peach, that's my favorite. And there's lemon, which is so refreshing. And there's cinnamon, and this is awesome, especially hot in the winter. And there's the original. This is Trudy's favorite. And then raspberry, and that's my sister's favorite. It's interesting that we all have different ones that just appeal to our body, and you can just make your choices. That's what's so great. Then we also have the different choices with the Calli, and a lot of people ask, what is the difference between Calli and Fortune Delight? So the original formula was the Calli tea, and that was based on ancient Chinese manuscripts. Dr. Tei-Fu Chan has these secret recipes, which really nobody else in the world can duplicate, both because he gets the herbs that are grown naturally. They have no pesticides, and they're also not fumigated or irradiated, which most other herbs have to be to come into the country. So he has the fields growing these amazing herbs, the amazing combination, and it helps with energy. It helps with mental clarity. So they're so unique. And the Calli tea, that's my favorite. It can also start a cleansing process. Either of them can. But the formula for the Calli tea is almost identical to the Fortune Delight. And the Calli tea is the herbs sprayed onto carrier leaves. So the carrier leaves hold these juiced and dried plants, and you put the tea bag that is in your Calli tea, you put that into hot water because you want to dissolve the herbs and get all the benefits from them. So you put, Trudy and I have what we call a Calli maker instead of a coffee maker. So you buy one, don't put coffee in there, and you put your tea bag into the flask and you pour the water through the top. And then within 5 to 10 minutes, all the herbs are in the water. And of course, you can drink your Calli tea, and it makes about 8 cups. Sometimes some people make it to 10 or 12 cups of water. So there's amazing value in this little tea bag. Then later on, in about 10 years later, our company's 35 years old. Sunrider's 35 years old. So about 10 years later, Tei-Fu Chen came up actually with the original Fortune Delight. And this is all powdered in here. So this is powdered juiced plants. And you just put this into hot or cold water, and it's so easy, and you can put it into 2 cups to 10 cups. And like Trudy said, the cleansing process can start right away because it starts all your major organs to work. So it's very different from cleansing teas that you get in the health food store, where you end up with it's trying to do the job for your body. So you'll take a detox, you'll take a cleansing tea, and it's forcing your body to do a job that it should be doing on a regular basis. It is not enhancing your body's ability or strengthening your body's ability. So that's where Calli and Fortune Delight are so different from anything else that you can get, because on a daily basis, it's like taking an inside shower. It's like every day you are detoxing, but in a great way, because you're strengthening your liver, your kidneys, and all your major organs so that they're doing the job. So it keeps you just young and healthy and lots of energy. Anything else to add?
You know, the Fortune Delight is instant, so you can have it hot or cold. You can put it into a bottle of cold water if you're out and about, and just give that bottle a shake, and you've got your instant Fortune Delight. I really love it. I call it my fat flushing formula, because honestly and truly, when I started with the tea every day, my body was 54% body fat, and gradually the fat in my body was able to clean that fat with the Fortune Delight and burn the fat for fuel. So I've dropped a huge amount of body fat, like I'm serious, from size 22 down to size 12. And it feels amazing. It feels absolutely amazing to not be carrying around all that fat, which is so damaging for the organs. And I really believe the Fortune Delight played a big role in that. And it is part of the weight management program with Sunrider as well. So for anyone who, maybe has a little extra fluff or fat they want to get rid of, they may want to give Fortune Delight a really good try.
Absolutely. And Gail's just mentioned in the chat that it's very high in antioxidants, and everybody is concerned about that these days. And antioxidants are they fight free radicals in your body, so that's what also keeps you younger. So we're getting the antioxidants every day. And Gail is also saying that it flushes out lactic acid, as Trudy mentioned that about Rye when he goes for a run and he comes back and he drinks his Fortune Delight, and then he's not stiff. So that is a really, really good point. I love all the points that people are contributing here. Let me double check if there's other things. Gail says she loves my earrings. Thank you, Gail.
What about my necklace, Gail?
That's pretty. That is nice, Trudy. This is awesome. So I had a document. I want to pull a document up here. Okay, so this one is this is on Calli, Fortune Delight, and Sunny Dew, which is our sweetener. It is the Sunrider Stevia. And we'll do a whole separate call on that. But I just want to make sure that we covered everything here. Your Calli tea is a delicious whole food. That's something we never mentioned, that it's a whole food beverage. concentrated from several pounds of exotic herbs down to 1 pound of herbal nectar sprayed onto camellia carrier leaves, green tea and black tea. And green tea is good prevention for cancer and heart problems. Calli has no caffeine effect. It enhances the removal of toxins and wastes, as well as byproducts resulting from normal digestion. So Calli is formulated to nourish the body's ability to cleanse the blood and cells. And 1 tea bag can go to 4 to 8 cups of hot, not boiling. That's another thing, that we don't boil the water, like we don't have boiling water poured over it, because there's live enzymes and we don't want to destroy those. So very hot water is fine. So with Fortune Delight, like Trudy said, it's instant and it's an alkaline beverage. That's what I love, because most of us have too much acidic foods in our body, meat and wheat, and pretty well 80% of what people eat is acid forming. So what I love is that Sunrider is alkaline. And all of the products. So it nourishes the digestive system, it's fat flushing, and refreshes and restores. And like Trudy said, Fortune Delight moves the fat. It also breaks up lactic acid in the muscles. And it promotes assimilation of food and electrolytes, which are minerals. So this is a powerful beverage to have. It quenches your thirst. Like I said, I rarely drink water. I drink Fortune Delight and Calli all day long. And look how hydrated our faces are, our skin is, because we have, our body is able to pick up all those minerals and utilize them. So so it's wetter than water. Isn't that fascinating? And it counters candida growth, effective against parasites, promotes alkaline pH, provides antioxidants to fight free radicals, and you can actually replace your water.
That's a great document there. I think we have some more comments there, Diana.
Okay, yeah, Connie says you can also use a half of the bulk size Fortune Delight for even more fat flushing flavors. And that comes in regular and peach in the 20-gram size. So yes, this box that I have has 3-gram sizes, 60 of them, or the 10-pack. So you can buy that in 60 or 10-pack, but you do save some money. And Connie's right. And she says also, could I send that sheet out? I'll send out some information, yes, with the recording of the call. So that would be great. So it's 17 minutes, 18 minutes is. Did you have more that you wanted to input, Trudy?
Well, we don't have hours, but I think we covered some of the very basics that we wanted to cover, Diana. I really encourage people, if you're starting out, that to make your Calli and your Fortune Delight weak. So make it, several cups of water to 1 package of each. That way you can start your cleaning out the inside of your body in a nice and gentle way. And let's face it, most of us do not have a clear running stream going through our body. We've got more like a sludge system. So we want to do it gently to start with.
Great point. Thank you so much, Trudy. Does anyone have any other questions or comments? And Sherry says, I love that this is so amazing for fat flushing and detoxing. I am curious if that means also that it is good for battling cellulite. I know that cellulite and fat are not really the same, though. I still, unfortunately, even after 20 years, I have a little bit of cellulite left, but definitely it has made a difference for many people. How about you, Trudy?
I've got a lot less than I used to, by far. Yeah, I was like Dimple City before, and now I just have, buns of dimples.
That's cute. That's hilarious. Well, on that amazing note, we will we'll close this and end the call. But I just thank you so much, Trudy, for being my guest, and thanks everybody that participated. And just see you on this healthy journey.
Thanks, Diana. These are fun.
You bet. Yeah. Okay. Bye for now.